Welcome back friends, Radhe Radhe. In this video we are going to discuss about the transport of CO2. Transport of CO2. So how CO2 is transported from the tissues to the alveoli. That's what we are going to study in this particular video. So friends, CO2 is in the form of transported in the form of carbamino carbaminohemoglobin. So hemoglobin which is present in the RBC, the CO2 will bind to hemoglobin and it will form carbaminohemoglobin there. So we all know that 20 to 25% of CO2 is transported in this form. Then RBCs have an enzyme called carbonic anhydrase, which catalyzes a special reaction for the transportation of CO2, which is like this: CO2 plus H2O is equal to H2CO3 and HCO3 minus plus H plus. So this reaction is catalyzed by carbonic anhydrase. Okay. So here we will write carbonic anhydrase. Here also we will write carbonic anhydrase. So we all know that the partial pressure of CO2 is high in the tissues. So there CO2 will be binding with the hemoglobin. So this reaction will proceed in this reaction in the tissues. Okay, here I am writing this reaction will proceed in tissues. Why? Because partial pressure of CO2 is high in the tissues. Because tissues and the cells in the tissues have done so much of catabolism, the breakdown of glucose, and they are going to produce so many CO2 molecules. So that's why CO2 will bind to the hemoglobin and this reaction will proceed in this reaction. But carbonic anhydrase has the ability to reverse this reaction also, which happens in the alveoli. So we all know that in alveoli PCO2 is much more less, so this reaction will proceed in this direction, the reverse direction in alveoli, because PCO2 is less in alveoli or in in lungs. So that's why when PCO2 is low, this reaction will proceed in this direction and then CO2 will be released in the alveoli. When PCO2 is high, this reaction will proceed in this direction and CO2 will be transported in this form. So this is how CO2 is transported from tissues to the lungs. One more thing you have to remember here, that is every deoxygenated, every 100 ml of deoxygenated blood contains 4 ml of CO2. This thing you have to remember in this topic. So I hope this video is helpful to you. We will meet in the next video by regulation, by taking some more topics regarding this chapter, which includes the regulation of respiration, and the last topic is disorder of the respiration. Thank you so much.